2169. A Bido mothership is confirmed, which is said to carry the lost remnants of their civilization. The R90 Ragnarok is deployed for this mission. Blast off and strike the evil Bido Empire! Welcome to Let's Play R-Type 3, the Third Lightning. The Bido Empire was thought to be defeated. However, recently it's been discovered that they've actually been amassing their army in secret, slowly creeping up on the Earth. They have a rather large warship, still hidden, containing what appears to be the last of their civilization. And so comes Bido Mission 3, our third proper offense against the Bido Empire. First thing I'm going to do is go down to options and fix some things, because we have shot, auto shot, force, beam mode. Okay, that's all good. There is not selectable difficulty. It says 1 or 2 players, however, it is not simultaneous co-op, so it's still going to be only me. And that said, this is the first game that was made properly for the Super Nintendo. It wasn't simply a port of an arcade game or the like, and it shows. By this point, they knew what they were doing, and I think this is a pretty fantastic game. You also do not pilot the R9A. In fact, after the R9C, they have further developed the R9 series, creating the R90 or the R90. I do believe it's the R90 though, as it is still further down in the R9 tree. The R90 is quite the beast, and can be quite ferocious in battle. And to add to all of that, it has 3 forces that it can equip. The Standard Force, which this game calls the Round Force for some unknown reason, the Shadow Force, and the Cyclone Force. Now, I'm going to show off at least the first stage with all 3 of them, just so you at least know what they're like. So let's start with the Standard. Oh man, already, right from the start, I'm feeling the R-Type. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling all the love that makes R-Type so great. I got the music playing and everything. And the Standard Force, just like always, functions exactly as you would expect. However, you can charge up your beam, and this is one of the big things about the R90, is you can charge up your beam to 2-fold, and instead of the diffusion wave beam, as you got previously, you get the Mega Wave Beam! The Mega Wave Beam will pass through objects. It will always pass through every object on the screen, so it's a way to rest assuredly hit something behind something else. Ah ha ha ha! Just the little touches like that they put in. The intro. Oh man, I love this game. This is the Standard Force though, so you get the standard things. You get the blue lasers, you get crap bouncing around. This thing going up and down. It's great! My blue laser. Whoops. All I wanted was my force behind me, so I could hit that one stupid cannon that I couldn't hit otherwise. But you got this stuff bouncing around, you got the engine that flies off, you got that guy that was flying and you couldn't kill him and he just went boo right into the wall. Man, I love this game. There we go. Get him. I could use another speed power-up. Now you see the bottom's even, like, moving real slow because it, like, rammed into that dude. I just like this game. It's like they put the effort into it, and even looking at your ship, it looks different. It, like, goes up and down as you go up and down. It's pretty great. Almost got hit by the engine there. Now, kind of what makes the standard Force pretty decent in comparison to the other ones, it's a nice standard, nothing too special, but nothing too not special. It gets a little bit of extra firepower as expected when you get some extra bits, as the bits will float on top and bottom of the ship and actually fire out lasers. That comes as part of your Force. Look at that, my laser got caught up there and everything. Great. Actually, that was more weird than anything, but still, great. Also, totally using them Mode 7 graphics to their advantage. Getting some real nice rotationing out of the thing. But not in, like, a really odd, gimmicky way or anything, either. It's, like, it's great. I just like this game. I like it. Feels good. Okay, let's charge this up and actually hit a thing. Do I have to charge up my big old beam on you? Are you gonna make me charge up my big old beam on you? Wah! Got the music playing? Heck dang it, this music, man. Heck yeah. The yellow works exactly like it did. Now, unlike the previous R-Type game, this one goes right back to... This one goes right back to just the three colors, so you have red, blue, yellow. No fancy greens or grays or anything. And there was something else fancy that makes the R90 as fantastic as it is. And that'll actually be showing up here not too long. Oh, and I got the DNA beam, and wonderful use of 3D mechanics back there. I mean, especially for the Super Nintendo to have like a big 3D thing like that back there. Heck yeah. I mean, it's got textures on it and everything. Usually when you see 3D in a Super Nintendo game, it's either got no texture on it or just a simple little crappy texture, but no, man, look at that. That is like proper friggin' 3D. Sad thing about having the Force behind you is you can get shot in the front. Because of an auto-shot button, which you saw when I configured it, which is what I'm holding down now. Let off that, and you hold up the shoot button, and then it'll shoot things. They're also a little more generous with the bits as well, which one thing I was mentioning in R-Type 2 is they only give you like 2 bits in the entire game. And hey, a bit. Now, the other thing that makes the R90 as fantastic as it is, as we will see here, is that you can actually toggle between the Mega Beam and the Hyper Beam. Simple enough to dodge his attacks, really. Now, the Hyper Beam is exceedingly powerful, but does have a drawback, so be careful when using it. Rest assured, this guy really won't last very long once I fire it. One shot, you should be up here, and... And there goes the first boss. It's a rapid-fire shot. It lasts a long time and is really powerful, but you overheat and can't charge up for a while. That takes us, though, to stage 2, which means I'll be right back. And I'm back because we have 2 more forces to show off, so I'm going to show off another force. Now, the next force is actually the force I see pretty much everyone using So I'm going to show it off here and intentionally not use it, but this is the Cyclone Force. Everybody uses the Cyclone Force, so I want to mix it up a little bit and not use the Cyclone Force. So for the proper game, I'm going to be using the Shadow Force. The Shadow Force, not the Shadow, the Cyclone Force, though, is actually made of an odd gel-like Bido. So you can see it actually deforms as it moves around in high speed. It goes like up and down and back and forward. It'll be more obvious once it gets bigger. And then add to that, it also has a rather powerful... It also has a rather powerful force shot thing when you do that. If you hit the enemy with that, it is really powerful. So add to that you have such a powerful direct attack, and because its blue laser is essentially easy mode for the game. I mean, really, you get blue laser and then you can just kind of murder everything. I'm pretty sure if I try real hard, I can hit him. Yep. But I like that it, like, distorts as it moves around. That's really neat. It's made out of a different Bido. It's not just a standard little Bido thing, like before. So yeah, its red laser is that one directional laser that shot out directly forward. The blue laser is easy mode. And the yellow laser, which we will see eventually, is kind of crap, and I really don't like it. Oh, I also like when these things, like, I think we already skipped past the part, but like when this metal thing goes up and it actually hits the top, you see sparks coming out of the top and bottom. Like it's actually going scraping on the thing. Man, I like this game! There is actually one thing I'm not terribly fond of in this game, and like the only problem that I have with the game is there's no beginning and... Wah. The only problem I have with the game, the only thing I'm, like, not that fond of, is look at how awesome your ship looks. It's got the red thing sticking out of it. Ah! But it's that when you beat a level, there's no, like, big fancy stage completion. Stage 1 completed! Kind of thing. It just goes kind of straight into the next stage. And I'm not so fond of that. Okay, so I gotta charge up to hit you, so I'll just charge up and hit you. Okay, we should be getting a yellow one here coming up soon. Did I get an extra life? I think I got an extra life. I don't know. I think that was the extra life sound. I'm pretty sure that was the extra life sound. And this music, man! Ah! Also yellow. Here's yellow. Here's how yellow works. When you fire, it drops out a thing, and then it will continue to shoot from that position. Kind of interesting, sure. I gotta get in the center. Kind of interesting, sure, but... it's like really hard to control. If I could get rid of them and like re-put them where I wanted them to be, it would be much, much better, but it's just kind of single directional front and really hard to do anything with. So I'll just get me my red beam and go murder a dude. Got some more dudes. I love that rotating thing in the background. It doesn't look out of place either. Usually when you get like the real fancy 3D effects and the Mode 7 graphics and things, when you get the real fancy 3D effects and Mode 7 graphics in Super Nintendo games, they always look really out of place. Like they don't belong in a Super Nintendo game, but oddly this just works, and I like it. I like this game! Okay, so there's our yellow again, which I'd really rather not get. Get my bit. And then we come upon the first boss once again. And they even do like the scaling thing where he's like shooting from the background and blowing stuff up. It doesn't look out of place, though. Ah, they do it so well. This is obviously, like, a game created much, much later in the Super Nintendo's lifetime, when they actually, like, knew how to make games for the Super Nintendo. Like, obviously, when they made Super R-Type, it was made really early in the R-Type... Crap, I forgot to charge up. Okay, let's charge up a Hyper Beam for us here. Ah, boss! Alright then. That'll do it for now, though. So, until next time, everyone, we'll start the game over proper, with the force that I'm playing the whole game with.